He clinched the title a week early, but Kevin Gambacorta becomes the first driver to win a track title here at Stafford in 3 different divisions, 3 fender divisions at that. You're the 2023 late model champion, Kevin. This year, you talked about last year how you had like the worst luck of your career. Here you are now. What does this all mean to you now that you've had time to soak it in over the last 2 weeks?
I think the thing that I think about the most is just like where I was when I first started here. I mean, I didn't have a clue. And, I started in dare stocks. I was getting lapped in 15-lap races. I was terrible. I didn't know what I was doing. I ran out of gas 3 times because I didn't know to put enough gas in the car. So to come from that and then just to be able to meet so many great people along the way that have helped me improve and to win a late model. I didn't even think I'd ever drive a late model 10, 15 years ago. So I think that's what really hits home the most to me.
So here you are now, and I know 3-4 years ago you didn't have the luck when you were racing the family car. You thought about maybe taking a step back from all this. Then you teamed up with Andy Marquez with this car before you took over it yourself. So when you look back at these last 3-4 years, I mean, what goes through your mind seeing where you are now after things looked so bleak back in the pandemic?
Yeah, I first of all, I had myself convinced that it just wasn't going to happen at this level. I thought I was just over my head at the late model level, and I didn't think we were ever going to be able to win another championship again. And I was literally going to be taking time off and going part-time the week that I started driving this car. It was just that time. I was burned out, and I was just going to take a step back, and I thought maybe I would just be like a part-time driver from then on. And then we got this opportunity. Andy let me drive this car, and it really just changed everything. It just made me it was like I was reborn again or something. It just gave me like a whole new life, and racing was fun again, and we were competitive, and that was really the turning point, 2021, when I got to run this car, and we won the second time in it. And since then, it's been an amazing couple of years.
What have you learned most about the late model competition that helped bring you here tonight?
There's guys in this late model division, Tom Fern, Adam Gray, that have been racing a long time, won a lot of championships, and you learn a lot from those guys on how to be aggressive when you need to be aggressive, be smart when you need to be smart. That's probably the biggest thing that I learned in these late models is 30 laps, which doesn't sound like a lot of laps, but it is. And if you know how to save your car, get through the first 8-10 laps, you have something more than those other guys. I think that's where we really stand out. Long runs, I feel like I'm pretty good at saving my car, my tires. And that's probably the biggest thing I've learned in these late models is to make sure you have a car under you for the whole race.
Now let's look at the family aspect. The family's been running for multiple generations now at Stafford. Your dad's raced here. You had other relatives race here. Now you have Colton racing on Monday nights. You both matched your win total this year. You each got 3. You both won your respective championships. So from the family side, what does it mean for you to have this moment with Colton and the rest of your family?
Somebody had said that to me at one point that this could be like a once-in-a-lifetime moment to both win championships the same year, especially Colton winning this year. He was a rookie. We never, ever, ever expected that to happen that fast for him. And that, honestly, that means more to me than this maybe, just to see him, how he's grown over the last few years and to win at that level, that junior outlaw division.
Tough division.
It's like the SKs here on Friday nights, and just so proud of him and the kid he's grown up to be. And I think that means more to me than my championship,
So who do you want to thank for all of this?
Well, there's so many people. Obviously, my parents. I work on my car at my parents' shop, and 20-something years now I've been doing that, and without them, I couldn't do it. My wife, Sarah, Cody, and Colton, they make a lot of sacrifices so that I can do this. Then Gary Levine. Gary was a guy that come up to me a few years back in the pits, and I didn't know who he was. And he handed me an envelope one night, introduced himself, and it started everything. He's responsible for me being in this car and owning this car, and being able to have the equipment that we need to win at this level. So Gary it's been amazing. I don't think any of this would have happened without Gary. Dave Miller from Auto Machine, who's done motors for me for 20 years now, and he's my best friend, and certainly no way I can afford to race and do what I've done without him. So that means so much to me that he's done that. Life Care Family Chiropractic, Conventional Builders, Connecticut Axle Service, Hometown Pizza, J. Rigo's, Belly's Breakfast Barnyard. Another quick cool story. I met those guys in line at New Hampshire Motor Speedway getting food. We just started talking one night, and they said, "Oh, we went to Stafford last week," and I showed them a picture of my car. I'm like, "You remember this car?" "Yeah, yeah." And they came back the next Friday. We won that night, and that started that partnership.
Wow.
So, I mean, just so fortunate. And the people that come up here on Friday nights that spend their own money and, give up their own time to help me have fun, that means so much to me.
Well, soak it all in, Kevin. You are the 2023 late model champion. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you.